This is the Draft Guys podcast with Peyton and Niko, and we are back with the Kansas City Chiefs 3-round mock draft. That's going to, of course, include 4 picks after their big move to get another first rounder. We're going to look at the free agents first. And Pete, you're looking at the screen. You like a lot what they did. Pete, what did they do?
Yeah, the obvious one here is you get a running back in a winning window. This is the time and the position that you think if you are ready to win a Super Bowl, you go sign a running back for $15 million a year, and they got a really good one. So that's the main thing. I loved mocking Jeremiah Love to him at 9 to the Chiefs. He's not going to make it there anymore, and so I think they knew that, and they went out and signed the best running back in free agency.
Yeah, we have a unique opportunity with this Chiefs team that had a down year after, their Super Bowl appearance just 2 years ago. They're not going to have Mahomes for the first few games of the season. Will they get a quarterback? I doubt it. But you never know. We're going to look how the board falls to this Chiefs team. It's going to be picking at pick number 9. It looks pretty chalk on the board for the
Ooh,
first time in a while. So
yeah.
we are going to have an opportunity. All right. Caleb Downs is on the board. Jeremiah Love is on the board. Mansour Delane is on the board. Dermod McCoy is on the board. And Sadiq also have to name that one. I see cornerback, I see safety, I see edge, defensive tackle, and wide receiver in their team needs. So, Pete, on what's coming at the top of your mind?
Yeah, I think I would love to take Caleb Downs for them because I think it'd be monster. They need corner. And I think that with the position they're in, I actually don't think they would swing for the high variance outcome of Jermod McCoy. I think they would take, I know Mansour Delane's going to be a good corner. Jermod McCoy, I have a higher grade on, but there's a lot of question marks there injury wise. Mansour Delane, you're not going to have the ability to draft a corner like this in the late of the first round in the next few years. So get this level of a corner while you can. And I think you take Delane here at 9.
I was going to say the same thing. Caleb Downs is tempting, but they did get rid of their 2 best corners and they need a cover with someone. It's going to be a no-brainer. Delane for me, great football player coming in at number 8. I'm a little bit higher than you are on him, but it doesn't matter because he's going to go right here at consensus number 9, right in his range. We'll move on to their second pick of the first round, which is going to be number 29. Of course, after the Trent McDuffie trade with the Rams. All right. So this is going to be a big one. Casey Concepcion is on the board. We're always tempted with wide receivers in the first round for this Chiefs team. Caden Proctor is also there. He can do a bunch of things. Offensive tackle could technically be a need for them. It depends where you value. I'm looking at maybe the defensive tackles. Otherwise, yeah, Caleb Banks is on the board here at number 29. So we haven't
Yeah.
mocked him here yet. But I wanted to check. Zion Young is a really good player. Cassius Howell's there also. Um, Other than that, we got the corner already. You could go safety, but I think that you're looking at it and you see the field. So you're looking at the best players really on this screen. Pete, are you leaning towards one?
Yeah, Caleb Banks being here at 29 is pretty special to be able to draft that. And again, I think it's realistic. If there's teams that are scared of that foot injury, there's a chance that he falls here. Um, Having him here is by far BPA. He's the 4th best player in the class on my big board. He's 4th. I think he's the 4th best player in the class. This is an amazing football player when he's healthy, and having the opportunity to draft him here at 29. You passed on the injury question marks with McCoy. You don't pass on him with Kid Banks here at 29.
Yeah, pair him with Chris Jones. That's a defensive
That's a
tackle
player comp.
room. That's unreal. Just put them together. Why not? You'll put him in that 4-3. It'll be he'll play the true defensive tackle role, and
Yeah.
we'll move on to what else the Chiefs have, which is not that far after. They're at pick number 40. We're going to get some really good football players. And Caden Proctor is still on the board. You got some other guys, Colton Hood here. You got that safety, because obviously that's the next best player and team of need. Obviously, they always need an edge. I feel like they swing and miss on these late first round edge pieces all the time. Looking down the board, there's still some players. I don't think they're going to go linebacker. I'm looking at safety, edge, wide receiver, and maybe even tackle here. Pete, what are you thinking?
Branch is tempting because you can't watch him and not see Tyreek Hill when you watch him. That's just the comp. Um, EMW is also very tempting. Those are the two players I'm toggling back and forth between the most. Um, you've just missed on these receivers over and over and over again. And I'm the most confident in Branch out of any of those receivers they've taken over the last few years. I think he's the closest to the prototype that they're looking for. Hmm. That's where I think to go. I think you go Branch here.
Interesting. I don't think so. I think they're going to trust the receivers a little bit more. They didn't do much in free agency. I think you're more prone to go safety here. So that's where
You
I
got a
would
good
go.
one.
Yeah, we're going to go Emmanuel McNeil Warren at this pick number 40. More realistic in the BPA. I think it would be also a little bit of a reach for Zachariah Branch, especially with the way the board is falling. Wouldn't be a reach on our big boards, but we're going to take the really good safety here, and we'll move on to their final pick, number 74. Let's see what they can do. All right. So they got basically their top three positions of need out of the way, and now you're looking deeper. Okay. Do you
Mhm.
go tight end with Eli Stowers? Very tempting. Jadarian Price is here also.
Yeah.
Um, looking down the board, you're not going to go anywhere up. Max Clare is there.
Branch is still here.
Branch is still here. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna put that pick in. No question about it. Zachariah Branch going to go to the Chiefs here, and the Chiefs, man, what a haul! What a haul in their
What a
four
draft. What a
picks.
draft.
Let's look at it. Mansoor Delane at 9, Caleb Banks at 29, EFW at 40, and Zachariah Branch at 74. P Dunn, really quickly, how do you feel?
There's a chance I have first round grades on all four of those players by the time the draft happens. If this is something that would happen, it would be an unbelievable haul for the Chiefs.
Unreal. Kansas City Chiefs probably going to go back to the Super Bowl soon. That's it for us today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.